Good morning, students. Today we are going to conclude our third chapter, rotation and revolution, and we are discussing about it again because you have a complaint on that. I didn't complete, means the video are not sent about rotation. So again I am discussing about rotation. Okay. In that, what is rotation? What is revolution? How it is happened and why it is called rotation and revolution, what's the cause of rotation and revolution, everything we are going to be learn here. Okay, see, look ahead, movement of the earth. We are going to be seeing here the movement of the earth and day and night and seasons. We are learning about these three important things. First is movements of the earth, means the earth moves in two ways, rotation and revolution. The earth moves in two ways, that is rotation and revolution. It has two paths. Okay. Rotation refers to the spinning movement of the earth on its own axis. Means the earth is spinning, the earth is moving around its own axis. It's not around the sun, its own axis. It's a revolve or it's moving or it's spinning on its own axis. Means here you can see that this is a earth and the middle, this is a axis of the earth. Okay, the earth is moving itself or the earth is spinning itself on its own axis. So that is called rotation. Next, another one is revolution. Revolution refers to the movement to the earth around the sun. Both these movements take place simultaneously. Means earth is moving in two ways. The another one, first is rotation. It moves itself or its own axis. You can see here. Okay, like that. It's moving around the sun also. That revolution are called, that's movement is called revolution. Revolution means the earth is moving around the sun. That is called revolution. Okay. Now, rotation of the earth, the most important thing. Okay, this is first. If we watch a basketball spinning on our finger, we will notice that it spins about an imaginary axis. This axis coincides with our finger at the bottom. In the same way, the earth too has its own axis on which it rotates. Means if we are spinning a basketball on our finger, how we imagine that it's on our hand, it's spinning on our hand, like that the earth is also spinning its own axis. Okay. The axis of the earth is an imaginary line that passes straight from the North Pole to the South Pole through the center of the earth. Means the axis of the earth is an imaginary line. The axis of the earth is it is not we can see in practically. We can imagine that earth has its own axis. Okay. And that line passes straight from the North Pole to South Pole. See, this is a axis, middle of the earth. It passes from North Pole to South Pole. So this is a imaginary line. Okay. Now, center of the earth. It is always center of the earth. It is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees from the plane of the center of the earth. This is our axis which is tilted, means which is crossed, which is not look like a straight line on the earth, like from here to here. It is not a straight line or it is not a straight axis. It is tilted, means it is crossed like this in the middle of the earth. Okay, 23.5 degree. middle of the earth. So its axis is tilted. It takes 24 hours for the earth to complete one single rotation around axis. Means what it shows? The earth is spinning around its own axis. That takes time 24 hours. That 24 hours is called a day. When the earth is complete or round of its own axis, that have a time for 24 days, 24 hours, not days, 24 hours. That 24 hours is called day. Day and night. After the introduction of rotation, how it includes, how it represented, and how it comes. The day and night is cause of rotation. The effect of rotation is day and night. How? Means, see, earth rotation causes day and night. As the earth rotates, the part facing the sun experiences day, while the part away from the sun experiences night. What it says? When the sun is sun's part is facing the earth's part is facing the sun, that part is called day. The part which is away from the sun, the earth's part which is away from the sun, that is called night. Okay, this is a night. Just think that here sun is there, the sun rays come from here. Okay, this part of the earth is facing the sunshines, so this part is on day, and this is not facing the sun, so this part is have a night. Okay, so the part which is facing the sun, that part is on the day, and the part which is not facing the sun, which is away from the sun, there is a night. Okay, now earth's rotation also has an effect on dates, as we learned in the previous chapter. The eastern hemisphere is ahead of the western hemisphere. Okay, a day. This is because the earth rotates from west to east. It implies that in 24 hours, places located in the eastern hemisphere face the sun and turn away from it before the places located in the western hemisphere. So what they are saying means the earth's rotation also has an effect on dates, as we learned in the previous chapter. Means the rotation of the earth is also cause of day and night, and it includes the dates also. It differs the dates because of the rotation of earth. Different dates in different countries, we can say that. Okay, how means the eastern hemisphere is ahead of the western hemisphere by a day. Means always the eastern hemisphere, the part of the earth, east part of the earth is moving before than the part of the west of earth. So that's why it is always before than the hemisphere of east. East is always moving before than the west. So always it is, that's why it includes a day extra. Means always it is moving before the east, before the west, means the east is always first than the west, so it has a day. So this is because the earth rotates from west to east. It implies that in 24 hours, places located in the eastern hemisphere face the sun and turn away from it before places located in the western hemisphere. This is the reason why when it is 1st January in India, it is the night of 31st December in the USA. Means India is always India is on the east part, so that's why USA is on the west part. So India has a always moving, India has always one day first. Okay, so this is about rotation, and revolution of the earth includes the seasons summer, winter and spring. And these are the causes of revolution. Revolutions means the sun which is means the earth which is revolved around the sun. So it is a cause of the 4 seasons. You can see here. Okay. So it includes the summer solstice and the winter solstice. The long day of the northern hemisphere, that is summer solstice, and the short day of northern hemisphere is the winter solstice. We can identify like that. And it includes the equinox, means equator. The sunshines are directly over the equator twice in a year, so that day is called equinox. That is 21 March and 23 September. Okay. And it includes solstice, which occurs when the sun is directly overhead the tropics, means points. Okay. This is about our chapter 3rd. We are learned in this chapter that rotation and revolution are the two movements of the earth, two way of the earth. Okay. The earth rotates on its own axis, which is tilted at an angle of 23.5 from the plane of the center of the earth. And the earth completes one rotation in 24 hours. And rotation causes day and night. Now about revolution. Involves the movement of the earth around the sun. The movement of the earth around the sun. The earth completes one revolution around the sun in 1 year of 365 days and 1/4 means 4 hours. Okay, revolution causes of seasons. The 365 days and 4 hours are earth taken the time to revolve the sun, so that 4 hours are included after 4 years. That 4 hours are 24 hours in a 4 years. So that year is called leap year. Leap year means when we are getting 29 days in Feb. So that year is called leap. Okay. This much is enough for this chapter. Okay, today I am going to be discuss about our second chapter notes. Okay, so open up the page number 269, second chapter notes, longitude and latitude. In that, first one is evaluate main A. Choose the correct answers. Can you see that? Choose the correct answers. First one is imaginary lines running parallel to the equator are called what? The imaginary lines running parallel means it includes equal distances to the equator are called latitudes. Okay, what they are called? Latitudes. Longitudes and latitudes from a network called grid means the longitude and latitude form a network, create a network. That network is called grid to identify the places exactly. Okay. The prime meridian is a longitude of 180 degree. The prime meridian is also a hemisphere that includes 180 degree. The whole India includes 360 degree. The half of the hemisphere, half of the part of earth is called prime meridian, and that is 180 degree. Okay, it's divided earth into two parts of longitude, that is prime meridian, and that is includes 180 degree longitude. Okay, now our second main is B. Match the following: Arctic Circle, Prime Meridian, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn. These are the degrees of latitude. Are you remember? These are the degrees of latitude. Here we can see that Arctic Circle. means it is the degree of latitude. 66.5 north latitudes, north latitude. Okay. Prime meridian means it is a we can say that a degree which is divided earth into two parts, that is in longitude, not latitude. So prime meridian is a 180 degree longitude. The second answer is E. Okay. Now Tropic of Cancer means it is a degree. It is not any disease. It is a degree. Tropic of Cancer that includes 23 degree of south latitude. Okay. So equator means equator includes 0 degree latitudes. It is the starting point of the earth, the starting point of latitudes. So that's why it is a 0 degree latitude. Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn is a 23 degree of south. Okay. The fifth answer is so you can see here Tropic of Cancer. Arctic Circle is a 66.5 degree of north latitude. Prime meridian is 180 degree of longitude. Tropic of Cancer is 23.5 degree of north latitude. Equator is 0 degree latitude. Tropic of Capricorn is 23.5 degree of south latitudes. Okay. Why I am discussing here these notes means you have to be right on your classwork notebook what I today discussing in this class. Okay. The main C. Answer the following in one word. Longest latitude is equator. Longest longitude is prime meridian. These are the answer. Equator and prime meridian. Line that denotes change of dates is international date line. Means on the earth longitude, longest latitudes means which is very longest, which is beginning from the east to west. That latitude is a equator. It includes 0 degree. So that is called longest latitude, and longest longitude is prime meridian. It is a starting point of the earth of longitudes. Okay. Line that denotes the change of dates is called international date lines. So you have to be write these answers on your notes with questions. Okay. You can see here. No cheating. You have to be right. Okay. After I'll provide the notes, question and answers of long. Okay. Thank you.